Hi everyone, this is the sixth video, actually fifth video about my electric e-bike, Lectric XP folding bike. Today I rode the bike for the first time in a week. Let me show you. First is the trip meter. As you can tell, the odometer is now 112 miles. Today the display says I had 18.9 miles, but that's not accurate. If you look at the phone, it says actually it's 23.8 miles. This is based on GPS. It's definitely more accurate. Also, I haven't noticed that the average speed is off as well. I started with a fully charged battery. Now it has about, just if you look at the energy bar, is half left, but in reality it's about a third. Because the way to see it is if you look at the voltage, once it's fully charged is 53.4, and it will stop at 41.5. So it's about a total of 12 volts. Now there's only 5 volts left until the bottom. So I say it's about 30 to 40% battery left at the most. This is a lithium-ion battery. I checked some video. The battery drop, and my experience is it's pretty linear. It doesn't drop pretty. Some battery, it drops pretty fast when the energy bar is low. This one is fairly consistent. It's pretty linear based on my experience. It's just that once it's fully charged, it won't go down initially, because the voltage is at 53, or it start dropping at about the 50. So the first three volts drop, it's gonna be it's not going to show anything. I made some modification to the bike. First one is a pedal. It was recommended by one of the viewer. I bought some Loctite glue and put it in the pedal threads. It should hold the pedal much better now. The other thing I did is I ordered a big comfort seat from Amazon. You can see this seat is much wider than the old one. This is exactly the same seat my wife used for her bike. It feels much better. It looks nice too. I'll put it on and let everyone know how it works. This is a new seat. It looks nice. I just tested it for a few hundred yards, maybe a bit longer than that in our community. It's nice. I'll report back after I ride a longer time tomorrow. I'm taking the bike off the car. I just want to show the Velcro strip that seems working very well. Now it's Sunday afternoon. As you can see, I've had more than 142 miles on the odometer. Because the odometer is understated, I probably have more than 170 miles so far. I've had this bike for more than about two and a half weeks now. Just want to show one thing to everyone, how the pedal assist adjustment and settings changed, and how customer service responds to my my question. So if I press pedal assist up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I press the down arrow, it will go down 4, 3, 2, 1. If I press it again, it won't go to 0. See, when I press, nothing happens. This is the setting I had before when I had the bike. I asked customer service how to change that back to 0, because otherwise I have to turn the bike off, then turn it back on. So if I turn it off, then turn it back on, it will show 0. But once I go to 1, I can't go back to 0. This is a setting thing. I want to see how I can do that. So the way actually you make the change is in the setting P19, hold plus minus all together. Oops, yeah. This is the brightness. keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm in the setting. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. It's the 19. You see the value is 001, means there's no zero pedal assist. Once I change, oops, back to 1 again. Oops, it's too late. Let me do this again. Okay, it's 19. Now it's, once I change, it's a 1. If I change to 0 and reset the back, now you can see pedal assist 1, 2, 3. If I go down 3, 2, 1, I can go back to 0. This is how the problem should be solved. But that's not how customer service respond. We can look at how customer service respond to my inquiry later. Let me turn this off. After 2 weeks of riding, the bike, I need to tighten a lot of the screws. I use hex wrench to tighten pretty much everything. The brake cable, both front and the back, were loose. As I tightened up, now it's now you can see it's pretty good. Before that, if I squeeze halfway through, there's no brakes applied. It feels dangerous. You just need to loose this this one with a Allen wrench and push up a little bit, then tighten again for the front, and for the back, it's the same thing. It's this one. The other thing to update is a seat. This is a new seat I replaced. This comfortable seat. After more than 30 miles of riding, it feels really nice. Because the previous seat, it wasn't bad, but after more than 1 hour of riding on the bicycle, the crotch feels numb. This one, I don't have that feeling anymore. This is really nice. Highly recommend everyone to replace it with a better seat if you're gonna ride it for longer time, more than an hour every time. This is the email I got from Lectric regarding to my the pedal assist adjustment issue. As you can see in the middle, I said when I turn on bike, the PAS is 0, not 1 as shown in the video. But more importantly, once I turn it to 1, I cannot turn it back to 0 again. This is the setting issue. Please let me know what settings should I adjust to make it go back to 0. Thanks. I sent this email. Lectric's pretty responsive. They replied the following day. They said, okay, thank you for your message. You can just, to go back down to level 0, you hit this down arrow on the display control pad. It's that simple. They give you a very simple solution, but it doesn't solve the problem. I would sometimes even wonder whether they even read the message at all. This is pretty interesting. Just want to share my experience with everyone.